Yo, what up, fam? It's your boy Lethal Talent 24 coming at you with a few late videos, man. I'm sorry, I just haven't been in the right place mentally or physically, so it's been a minute. But I had to speak on what I saw last night, and what first and foremost, good luck to Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz has been a staple of the Philadelphia Eagles ever since he was drafted. He's been a true professional. Three-time Pro Bowl player. I mean, without him, that Super Bowl is probably not in the bag, man, because, how he shook McCourty off of that route and broke off, caught the ball, touchdown, and, even though it was more, it was more dramatic than it needed to be, nonetheless, man, he came through when he was called upon, man. And no matter what anybody has said about him negatively, he's been that guy. You know what I'm saying? He's been that staple tight end for us for years, and I wish nothing but luck to him. He was traded to the Arizona Cardinals for a cornerback and a fifth-round draft pick. Now, I'm not going to go into specifics or details. I think they could have at least got a fourth, but whatever, good luck in Arizona. They're undefeated, and I hope and pray that that they take care of him and they utilize him well, better than his last year here. But I mean, farewell to one of the greatest tight ends in Philadelphia history, man. So Zach Ertz, keep your head up. We love you in Philadelphia and outside Philadelphia. We love you as an Eagle. And you just take care of yourself, my man. But anyway, going back to that game last night, man. Now, I'm going to get to the offense in just a moment. But defensively, they did everything they could to hang into that game, man. I mean, they did everything they could. I mean, Barnett was getting pressure. Sweat was getting pressure. They were doubling up on Hargrave. It seemed a lot more than were Cox. And Cox was, getting that pressure a little bit too. They're moving Brady off his spot. But when you have a young defensive coordinator like Jonathan Gannon, who basically just keeps doing the same thing over and over and over, when you have personnel like Davion Taylor, Alex Singleton, Eric Wilson, you are not going to be able to sustain a linebacking core in the NFL like that. No disrespect to any of them. You know what I'm saying? They work hard. They're professional, and I can appreciate that. But we need talent at that position. When Leonard Fournette is just running all over you, nobody's getting off their blocks, getting in between those gaps, and stopping the run. They did a pretty good job at first. You have to be able to get to the running back before he reaches the second level, and we have not been able to do that at all this year. Like I said, when you have a defensive coordinator that does the stuff that he does and doesn't learn from his mistakes, he doesn't adjust, he just, I mean, it's the definition of insanity. He keeps doing the exact same thing over and over and over again. You can't do that. You can't. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's Tom Brady, man. I didn't have a good feeling going into this game. I had a good feeling about the Carolina game because we were going against Sam Darnold. You know what I'm saying? And I was saying to myself, and I said this on Twitter, I said, we face a defense like that has a better quarterback. We are not even closely in this game. You know what I'm saying? And I just, this team is so young, but it is so inept. It is an embarrassment to see this team, this high school team, in the pros. This is bull. It is bull. This is absolutely garbage. But this is what we were told we were going to get by Lurie himself. They were not focused on winning. We do not have a head coach who wants to win now. And that's what we're stuck with. Now, moving on to the offense of Nick Sirianni and how everybody, when he first came in, was like, nah, give him a chance. He sounds like he knows what he's talking about and everything. Anybody can talk all day, but when you see this this crap on the field, this embarrassment on the field. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it makes no sense to have a playmaker like Miles Sanders and not be able to run the ball. It makes no sense. You do not do that. Nobody would do that. Not even Madden would anybody do that. Somebody's running the ball at least 10 times in the first half. And you only do it once. You see what I'm saying? It makes no sense at all how Nick Sirianni, for whatever reason, refuses to run the ball. He refuses to play to the quarterback strength. And yes, Ertz did not look good yesterday, and it is without a doubt, without question, he was trash. But when you have a head coach who could work to his strengths, you know what I'm saying? Not just have him in the shotgun, not just have RPOs or anything. You know, don't give him the option. You know what I'm saying? If he's not comfortable with being under center, then don't give him the option. You call run plays and don't and take it out of his hands. Don't make him throw all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to help out your quarterback regardless of who it is. I don't care if it's Tim Tebow. I don't care if it's Jalen Hurts. I don't care if it's Nick Foles. You help out your quarterback by keeping it out his hands. Even Dak Prescott had Elliott to rely on. They relied on the running game until he got acclimated more and more to the NFL. But what I'm seeing between Hurts and Dak is Dak was making throws when he had to make throws. Hurts is not making the throws. His timing is off. Dak's timing was barely off from what I can remember. You know what I'm saying? And it just comes down to him getting out the ball late, him not reading the defense correctly. That's it. That's who he is. He's one read. He had a clean pocket. I mean, Mailata and Dillard are holding their own. Driscoll, I mean, yeah, he broke down in protection a couple times, but for the most part, he was holding his own. Hurts had a clean pocket. He's still missing people. Devontae Smith had to play cornerback to make sure the ball wasn't intercepted because of how inaccurate it was. This is who he is. He's not going to change. He has a quarterback coach who was hired because he can work with Jalen Hurts and he can get the best out of him. I have yet to see a consistent form of that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and then there's Devontae Smith. I love him. He's awesome. He's basically wide open. Rager, Watkins over Rager, point blank, period. That's it. That's it. I mean, Rager he can talk, but he can't play. Point blank. Should have got Jefferson, but that's on Howie. You know what I'm saying? That offense was absolutely trash. And for anybody to say that we were 6 points away from, being in the game and the Jannard Avery penalty really screwed us or kept us from getting in the game. And yes, it was an interception by Epps. You know what I'm saying? He could have had two if he looked back for the ball in the fourth quarter and keeps Antonio Brown, I believe, from catching the ball or at least picking it off. But the first one he had, that was an interception. I don't give a shit what anybody says. But regardless of these self-inflicted wounds, these penalties, the lack of attention to detail, the lack of creativity, all that stuff, that is on the coaching. And this is what they told us we were going to get. So why in the world is this a surprise to people? I have no idea. But all I know is this. I don't like it. I don't like it. They need to fix it. They need to get a head coach in here that knows what he's doing. Because you're going to have a lot of angry Philadelphia fans, either from Philadelphia or out, any Eagles fans that invest their time in watching them play and rooting for our team. You're going to get a lot of disgruntled people, and they're going to be calling for their heads like they already are. And I called it before, and I'm calling it again, man. This organization is more focused on how good they look than being fundamentally, better than they were last year. Anyway, you guys let me know in the comments below, how do you feel about the game? What do you think the improvements can be made, to be better? Mine is really, the solution is the front office needs to stay the hell out and let this dude coach. Anyway, you guys let me know in the comments below. Once again, everybody just hang in there. But, I mean, it's going to be a long season, man. So, just keep your heads up. Keep your talent sharp. And go Birds. EAGLES, Eagles. And that's what's up. You guys take it easy. Peace.
But this is obviously a time of reflection, this amazing 9 years here. And, one of the things that kind of irked me the past couple of days is when this was coming about and people started to know about it, they're like, well, you're going home, you're going back to California, Julie's home, and this is home. Philadelphia's home.
Zach Ertz out wide, one-on-one.
Clement clears out to the right, caught over the middle, and into the end zone. Zach Ertz,
Oh, wow.
world champion!